Joining me live is Lynette Dawson's niece, Renee Simms, here at the New South Wales Supreme Court. How do you feel today, Renee?
Not too anxious, actually. I think we know that he's guilty, and today will just be what it will be.
Is this closure? Is it a conclusion? What is
Definitely the end of a chapter. I don't really like the word closure around this. I don't think you ever get closure from something like this.
Yeah.
But it's definitely the end of a chapter for us.
What will it mean? I mean, he's 74 years old. Are you looking at the years that the judge hands down today, or do you think the guilty verdict is all you need?
I think the guilty verdict is all we need. We now everybody knows that he did do it, and Lynn's name is cleared. I don't think you can really put a price on a life. So, whatever number of years the judge decides to give, that's I think satisfactory for us, just knowing he's behind bars.
You say Lynette's name was cleared. It's so hard to get your head around that she, even in her death, was gaslit for 40 years by her former husband. The fact that he pretended that she just up and left her children. You were born about 18 months after she was murdered. What did your parents tell you of Lynn? What have you always known of her growing up?
So growing up, they spoke about, that we had this lovely auntie, and she was, everybody loved her. She was a bit of a prankster, and she just really loved her family. And then obviously at some point there had to be the difficult discussion about, that she was a missing person and that maybe she had been murdered. And I don't particularly remember those conversations, but they obviously happened at some point in time.
Yeah, Damien Loon, Hedley Thomas, has given Lynette's family such credit in just never giving up, pursuing this case and wanting to clear the name of your auntie. How difficult was it? Or was there a transition? Do you remember growing up, oh, she's missing, we don't know where she is. Was there a moment where it was clear in your minds that, no, she's gone, she was murdered, we need justice?
I think obviously I was probably too young to know that moment, but Mum and Dad speak of meeting up with the babysitter after she came back from Queensland after leaving Chris, his second wife, and that she spoke about how he had been treating her and what her beliefs around the situation were, and I think that really cemented things for her. Cemented things for them. They knew that she wouldn't just up and leave, and they thought that something had happened, but this was really just sort of the cement in that.
The conversations, the ripple effect of this case, it must be so hard for you as a family with not only national media attention but international media attention. Have you taken comfort though in the precedent this is set and the conversations around what is not acceptable in terms of coercive control?
Yeah, I think that this has been an amazing legacy for Lynn. Like, so many conversations have been opened. We've had people come to us and tell us that they've left relationships that they have realised are toxic after hearing Lynn's story. So those sorts of things are absolutely invaluable to us. I don't think we ever imagined when we started sharing Lynn's story with Hedley that this is where we would end up.
And here we are today.
Yeah.
What are you going to do today after you hear this sentence? Do you feel like that anxiety might lift? Do you have anxiety still?
No, I don't feel too anxious about today. I think today is more a formality for us, more than anything. We've already got that guilty verdict, and he will be behind bars for quite some time.
You accept that you may never have your auntie's body.
Yeah.
That would obviously be the dream outcome here. But do you think that's ever going to happen?
I don't think that's likely at all. I think he's thoroughly convinced himself he didn't do it. And so, he's had 40 years to believe his own lies, and I don't think he'll be changing his mind anytime soon.
Renee, thanks so much. We're with you today.
Thank you.
I know a lot of Australia feels sympathy for your family, and they're grateful for the pursuit of justice as well. So thanks so much for talking to us. I appreciate it.